Hi there everyone, today I'm going to be showing you the Sandstone tournament showcase. Now this one's coming a little bit later than I was hoping, and I'm actually doing it at a time when I'm very tired, and so I don't really want to be doing too much. I'm not going to be doing a ramble about anything. I'm just going to be doing a little bit of commentary on tactics for the event, the challenges. So as you can see, we've got a crescent duel coming out. It's the same as two tournaments that ago. Very happy to have this. I actually really want this relic medal because I've got a very old one with only 120 damage on it. It's got crit chance and crit damage, which is always very lovely. Much better than attack speed in my opinion. But anyway, we're going to go in with the challenges now. I found this tournament to be quite a bit harder than previous tournaments. I would strongly recommend using chain lightning instead of fireball because they are weak to storm. So yeah, because it's harder, I have very specific techniques for taking them down, and that's why I'm going to be going through the technique a bit. So here, basically all the enemies do so much damage that it just becomes a real hassle trying to take them all down. So here I use drakes at the beginning to take down those enemies. I then normally protection bubble as I go in. You can take down the thief and then take down the boss enemy. As you can see, with some drakes down, it's quite safe, really. But the next 2 or 3 challenges are now super tough. This next one here takes just a lot of damage, and I probably won't complete it. I'll just show you fighting it for a bit, just because, like I said, it takes so much damage to take down the enemies. The problem is he keeps healing them, and while it's fine, you can kind of avoid them getting healed. If you don't have enough damage, then you're going to really struggle to actually take down the enemies he infinitely spawns. I got really unlucky there. I so nearly killed that Shroud Warmonger, and then he got healed up. I couldn't touch the thing quickly enough. I'm going to focus on taking down this one Shroud Warmonger. Hopefully I'll kill it this time. Come on, yes, got it. But I died in the process. Basically he keeps spawning these archers, and on my normal character I'll take down the 2 Shroud Warmongers and the archers, and then focus on the boss. But yeah, just because I don't have enough damage here, I actually can't really take down the Shroud Warmongers, and taking down the archers takes almost all the time between their spawns. So yeah, it becomes a hassle, great hassle, and it's going pretty well so far. I don't know why. He seems to have missed a wave of archers, so now I can take them down. One little trick which you can do is if you have Frost Drake, you can actually click things from afar. So if you activate Frost Drake, and then you can click the little crystal thing there to deactivate his healing. It actually makes them all stunned for a short amount of time, which is brilliant. Yeah, so if you save your Frost Drakes to use them at those points, it's really good. Unfortunately, I don't have the Frost Drake skill room, so I can't do it. That makes this even harder. But yeah, that's something you can do if you have that. Alright, so thankfully I was able to do this challenge. On to the next one. These next 2 challenges where the difficulty really ramps up, and I cannot guarantee wins on this, but yeah. I'm just going to try and show how to do this kind of thing. You've got to try and take down a couple of these pestilisks quickly, and then basically spam fireballs at them, using thunderbolts to take down the serpents, staying away from the pestilisks. Spam more fire drakes. And then yeah, hopefully you can get yourself into a position where you can survive. You can see there they kind of lagged across. I may have been able to run out the way, use a fire drake, but I didn't know they were that close. Yeah, it's tricky with when that kind of lag stuff comes into play, but yeah, that's what we have to face. And yeah, you can see I'm pretty much in a good state now. I've taken down most of the pestilisks. It's nice when I've got Frostdrake that follows me over here to face the other enemies. But yeah, the boss is over on the top right. No, what killed me? This challenge and the next challenge, I'm probably gonna revive quite a bit, just because they're tricky. On my normal character, I use Chain Lightning, and that does take down the pestilisks quite nicely. Although one problem is that it doesn't hit all of them if there are lots of them. I really didn't think that pool would kill me just like that. That's what actually does the damage, if you're not sure. It's those poison pools on the ground. They do a kind of, I think it's a percentage of health plus also some damage. So whatever your stats, it's hard. But the boss itself isn't too tough. But you kind of need to get in control of the situation before you can go on to the boss. Now, if you thought that last challenge was hard, this one's even worse. The last challenge you can kind of beat with a bit of practice on it. I don't find it too hard on my main character anymore. But this next one is really tough. I mean, I stack drakes, then go in, attack the boss. I take down this center tower, and then what I try and do here is I will stick to the bottom. And that's because this, oh no, what killed me there? I must have stood too much to the side. These towers make boulders appear, except they can't make them appear behind them. Okay, we've just got the flashing bug, can't do anything. Got that in my last tournament video actually. Strange, it's normally very rare. I haven't had it since. Alright, so it can't make boulders behind it, so you're pretty much safe there. Oh, I didn't take down the center one. The revives are coming over and over. Now, okay. Now, the towers seem to slightly aim them, the boulders at you, which makes it a lot tougher. It's almost ridiculous. I don't know why they even made a challenge like this. I don't know how I'm going to do it. I haven't actually played it on my main character. I've tried to build a technique for it. You can see here I'm getting lag deaths. I'm pretty sure this tower doesn't make boulders behind it. It never has before. Or maybe it does. Oh, it just did then. Okay, in that case, ignore what I said. Normally I will try to clear this bottom bit, and then you can quite clearly see when boulders are coming from above. I've got a problem right now with loads of pestilisks, which I don't really know how to deal with, but we'll try and do it. He just spawns more and more and more, and it becomes near impossible once you get lots of them on you. Wow, I managed to run through a boulder somehow. Okay, we've got it under... No, there's more down there. Oh no. I'm just going to die more and more. I did manage to get a run without a death. It took about 3 tries. You just have to be super careful about the boulders, and with this recording lag, it's very difficult. But get on the bottom, take down the pestilisks, and the middle tower, and in the centre and at the bottom, and then kind of circuit around the bottom, taking down pestilisks and putting Thunderbolt on the boss. That's what I try and do, but I don't know if it's the best technique. Just generally taking down the towers is really tricky because they have a lot of health, so in the time which you are trying to attack them, the pestilisks are just gonna... there's gonna be way too many of them. I'm just gonna give up here. This is just hopeless. So after that one, we now have a super easy one. Seems very strange because they just made it's challenge number 4, is it? Yeah, challenge number 4 just stupidly difficult, and I mean that's verging on hardest ever. I've never known one to be that hard, other than the forest one. But even that could be beaten by using potions like a bear potion and stuff. Now this one I actually messed up on. Normally I don't run up at all. I've never died on this one. Normally you don't run up, you stand out about here, put Fire Drake down right next to the boss, and then you can just chain Fire Drakes and Thunderbolt and kill him, and none of these siege beasts will actually come to where you are, because siege brutes I mean, because they'll you'll kill the boss before they even spawn, or otherwise they don't really spawn unless you go up there. So that challenge was actually stupidly easy, but I made it look a bit more difficult. Now strangely, this is the Master Earth Wizard yet again. This is an easier setup though. You've got these things around which spew out some poison. Obviously, stay away from them. I recommend standing in a place where there aren't any towers, like where I'm stood now, or up at the top. The middle is generally a bit dangerous because you wouldn't know where to run necessarily. Whereas you always want a clear escape route. Now he summons these novice Earth Wizards. Normally I take them down. I'm struggling to kind of target which enemy I want to attack properly right now. We've got 3 of them now. Maybe they come at points of his health. I don't know actually. But otherwise, running around the outside is quite good because generally that's good for getting away from enemies, and it gives you a clear view of all the towers, so you can see where you want to go. Alright, now I'm going to try and take down these novice wizards because bummer, they summon these green tornadoes that do a lot of damage. Generally, they get sort of sucked in by your Fire Drakes, but you can see there I got caught by one. I'm getting a horrendous lag with like positioning of them. It's so hard to see. Alright. I'm gonna go for the main wizard again. Oh, it's so close. I so nearly teleported into that. The lag is just not doing me good today. I mean, look at that. Tornado appeared, I ran to the side of it, and then died from it. Alright, let's just finish this off. No, the tornado from ages before killed me. This challenge isn't too difficult either. The last 3 aren't too hard. Here we'll see. It's done this thing. I now won't get a reward in town. See, now I've just returned to town. There's no reward. That goes to if you ever die right at the end when the boss is actually defeated. Do not click to revive and then end level, because you'd think it was an easy, free win there, guaranteed, but actually you don't get any reward. So watch out for that one. Now this next one, it's one which has come up before, and it was very easy before, and for whatever reason they like massively buffed the damage on the spiders, the mini spiders. So you want to clear out a space for you to fight the main spider in. You do this by walking close to these. You can't attack them, and actually your drakes won't set them off, which is very important. You can use that to your advantage. Alright, so I like to get a line up to here, and then from here you want to summon a drake over there. Now, the spider itself will put out this sort of poison pool, which will kill you in a very nasty way. It's super quick, it does it in about 2 hits. But yeah, you can use the drakes to absorb it, and then basically do a pattern around a slow area, trying to make the most of the areas. No, okay. Yeah, I knew I was going to die. With the lag, I couldn't time the heal. But yeah, you want to slowly go around using as much of the area as you can, using the area as slowly as possible, as you put in attacks, and make sure you always have a Fire Drake up, because the problem I had there was a Fire Drake died and I didn't put another one out quickly enough. I don't think it would cool down. So yeah, if you do have trouble with this challenge, use the cooldown potion, and then you should be able to always time the Fire Drake for when you want it to be there. These last 2 challenges aren't very hard, but the lag on my computer's now got worse, so I may get a few very weird deaths. this one here, the enemies around the outside, they don't do a thing. Now, this boss only has one annoying move, and that is spikes coming out the ground. Like the boss on the event right now, it will very suddenly use it, and it will instantly hit you. You have no chance to avoid it. So you want to keep down fire drakes. If you don't have a fire drake, use protection bubble to save yourself from it. I ran into a tornado there. Really shouldn't have done that. This whole character feels a bit weird because I'm different to, so I'm used to a different move speed. But yeah, that's not really an excuse for it. Oh, you can avoid it then if you're running. But I guess with the lag, because I've only done this while recording. I didn't realise it actually comes out and you can run out of the way. But otherwise, if you have fire drakes on him, you can see, you can stun him. He puts the spikes on then. That challenge was like the 4th challenge, but just a ton easier. And this last one is pretty easy. But I was playing this just now, and with the lag, it actually came out really hard. Basically, you got what is normally a shadow boss, but turned into an earth boss for whatever reason. Now, he activates these towers, which you can deactivate by clicking those things. They appear in the same places, so you actually just need to memorize where they appear and make sure you stand right by it. I managed to somehow avoid those tornadoes. I don't know how. And then I forgot to use a potion, but oh well. Yeah, basically you just need to keep a fire drake down on him as you make sure you kill the enemies that spawn. The archers do quite a lot of damage, so make sure you do take them down. This guy up here. Oh, good. Didn't get hit by the tornadoes. You can see the archers taking off a lot of health with each hit. Not very clear there, but yeah, basically fire drakes will do it for you. If you're stronger, you get enough time to. Let's leave. Okay. If you're stronger, you get enough time to actually get hits on the boss. So yeah, that concludes the end of this tournament showcase. I'm sorry I didn't do. Probably didn't do the best commentary because excuses. Yeah, that was it, and I hope you enjoyed it. I will try to get out the next tournament showcase a bit sooner. I did plan to get this out on the Saturday, but I got bogged down with a lot of stuff. I decided to go socialising, and then I was working and university stuff. So yeah, this is coming out on the Tuesday, I think it will be. And yes, I will do the Dragon showcase stuff this Saturday, I hope, but I've got exams next week, so I can't make any promises. I will try to stick to my schedule as much as possible, but please bear with me, because life is hard trying to do loads of stuff. And everyone expects me to sort of check out the new things that are coming out, like class promotion, which you can see I have actually checked it out. Just to give a little look here at the end, because I like to show things a little at a time. These are the overall stats which you get to, which it does show as you're leveling up. But things which it doesn't show is these lower ones: the bonus gold drops, cooldown reduction, experience per kill, and the elemental damage for each of the 6 elements. I've done this on my knight so that my wizard stays normal. But yeah, basically the final levels become near impossible to do, but the earlier on levels are easy. So it's a good thing to get some stats, but don't expect to get to the maximum. And really don't try it, because it's going to cost way too much. But hopefully they'll change that, so it's a bit easier. Anyway, thanks a lot for watching, and I'll see you in a video soon.